What is up, guys? Welcome to our next episode in the championship. And as you've seen in the last one, 10 goals forward, and we had a really good start to the episode, but unfortunately not a good start to the cup. So we've got Sheffield Wednesday for this game, Preston Luton yet again, the dark horse that I really hate playing. Luton used to hate playing Norwich just because there was the Derby team, but now Luton have found themselves in the championship and I really hate playing them. But we got Southampton at the end of the day. So let's start off with Sheffield Wednesday away. Let's see what we've got. They're playing 5-3-2 formation along with ourselves. Not really many players I recognise, but yeah, we're going to stick with our starting 11. Obviously the same as normal. And now let's get into the game. Obviously hoping Sheffield Wednesday have been for the better team against ourselves when we last played them in League One, and it seems like they're going to do the exact same. 10 minutes in, go 1-0 in front. Not exactly how I envisioned starting this match at all, but hopefully we can get back into it because there is still 80 minutes left to go. So what can we find ourselves? Christensen on the ball, plays into Bowden. Bowden sees the run of Harris. Harris finds the back of the net. Does he? No. Puts it wide. It's not how he envisioned that ending off, putting it wide. But Ward with a fantastic save, and I think that was I can't remember his name. Bannon on the free kick. He's just a merchant. And this is going to be one of Sheffield Wednesday's better players, and I think he was even in League One. He's just a tremendous player. Davis passes it out into Kamara. Kamara holds it up to then find Christensen, who later finds Knight, just easily playing around the midfield. Having a nice passing game here. Just trying to keep it possession, keep playing our side, not trying to give anything too quickly. Obviously Bowden plays it into Burns. Burns doesn't really get hold of it as he would have wanted to. Bowden still on the edge of the box here. Kamara into Harris. Harris into the back of the net. What we love to see, getting us back in 1-1. Wouldn't really want it to go any other way. Well, I would have done 1-0, but yeah, Harris finds the back of the net for his later troubles. That, you know, he hasn't really found the back of the net much this game. So I am hoping they can keep that form going with his goal. Now I see Bowden just holding it up on the edge, and he finds the back of the net. My God, that is a way to start off a goal, just putting us a level in front. On the halfway mark is doing the Erling Haaland celebration, and I'm sure there'll be many comparisons with him kicking off in the championship, trying to score many goals, although it might be a Mitrovic celebration because Mitrovic in the championship was a quality player, and unfortunately for us, the ball was just behind the defender. Or just behind the attacker, not behind the defender, because if it was behind the defender we'd be totally screwed. But yeah, Sheffield Wednesday with a nice long shot there, just going wide, and we're going to hopefully counter from this corner. Yes, Bowden on the ball, Harris splitting the two defenders. Yep, this can only go one way, surely. Puts it into the back of the net. No. Keeper guessed the right way and make the save. I was really shocked at that. Obviously now trying to bring Lucas on, just giving him a few instructions how we'd like him to play, and he's just taking it in, giving us a few feedback as well how he wanted to play. Obviously Lane puts it into Greaves' feet. Greaves then finds Wolfenden. I don't really like this. Obviously there's quite a lot of defenders up here now while we had the corner, but Christensen can only find the keeper's hands. Now Kamara going to have a long range effort, power shots it, but finds Harris. Harris then finds Bowden. Bowden puts it in to the back of the net. What we love to see, putting us 3-1 in front, and he's doing the same celebration yet again. He's trying to prove a point, and Harris and Davis coming off because Harris hasn't really found the back of the net. Was getting a little bit tired as well, and Bowden, leading goal scorer in the league, it's hard to take him off when he's actually scoring, but when he's not scoring it's even easier for us to take him off because we've got Lucas on the bench that does want to play. Now Bowden sees the run of Lucas. Can Lucas have a shot? Can Lucas score? Nope, He can only find the keeper once again, but Christensen putting the pressure on. Surely this is 4. Surely it is. And there is Lucas coming off the bench and scoring for ourselves in the 88th minute. And that is surely how it is going to end, unless Lane finds Bowden. Bowden finds the back of there. It's going to end 5-1. Surely not. I mean, so many goals. Bowden with a hat-trick. Just can't write it. Sheffield Wednesday seemed the better team in League One, made the step up with ourselves. But yeah, no, we're going to get a 6th here right at the end. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday couldn't really keep up with us this match at all. They did have a few testing moments for our defence, and obviously that is how it's going to end. They're going to have one last kick-off, and literally the whistle will go from there. So that'll be Ipswich Town 6 with Bowden's 4 goals. And as you can see here, we're just going to get rid of Kyle Edwards, obviously 1.25 million, just get rid of him off the books. Being a left winger, we don't really have anything position wise for left wingers at all. Lane is going to get a call up. He's going to play centre mid, Chapman's going to play cam. Obviously the formation on the graphic isn't really showing how we're actually playing at all. So let's see what we can do against Preston, because they are sitting as a 5-1-2. Well, they're sitting as a 5-3-2, but yeah, their other central mid is sort of sitting as a CDM. So we're just going to try and put the cam on just to try and equalise that out. But then Harris finds Bowden, but Bowden can only find the keeper's hands, and Danny Ward with a massive kick out to Davis, who's joined the attack. Can find Kamara, finds Chaplin. Chaplin, does he have a shot? Yes he does, but finds the keeper's hands. Woodman is on fine form here. We're only, I don't know, like 25 minutes in, 30 minutes in. We've had like 3 shots on target. Keepers saved them all. Harris, can he find the back of the net? No, he finds Woodman's feet once again. Keeper's on steroids, and once again we are thinking, do we bring Lucas on? Just giving him the tactics of how we're still playing, and you know, nothing's really changed from last game at all. But Ndaba, good tackle, good defence, plays it into Kamara. Kamara, nice ball into Lane. Lane into Harris. Harris, can he find the back of the net now? Yes, he can. Puts us in front at the halfway point. Daniel Lane has been a tremendous player. I know he's 55 rated, but he's still doing the job. So, you know, why not keep playing him? Why sign a player that can be just as good as Lane when Lane's there from the youth team? And surely he'll grow and hopefully grow into an 80 rated player. I know it's not going to be that quick. Hopefully he can get it up to at least mid 60s by the time we get into the Premier League, but at the rate we're going, that might actually be at the end of this season, because you know, we're finding the back of the net quite a lot of the times against these so-called tougher teams. But you know, we're carrying the momentum and the morale forward from winning the league in League One. I know that's really generally a tougher league for what I feel anyway, to actually get out of, and the fact that we got out of it first time. Obviously yes, obviously being Ipswich Town, and you know, they are probably one of the better teams in that league per se. Just pipping out, I can't remember who we pipped out, but yeah, I think it was Sheffield Wednesday or someone. I was making a few substitutes, as you saw there, and bringing on Lucas just for Bowden, because obviously Bowden, you know, getting a little bit tired, so Johnny want to put a pair of fresh legs on and playing some really nice passing football out here. What? How? Just found the back of the net. That's mad. Absolutely madness. Lucas comes on, good passing play around, and yeah, puts it in the back of the net. I mean, that's what you want to find out from your substitutes, that they can still score and they do still want to play. But Christensen on the ball here, just going to keep possession. Obviously the 80th minute, we don't really want to give Preston North End any goals from now. Lane, is he going to have a shot? Oh, look at that. Daniel Lane, he scores for Ipswich Town once again. Oh, quality player. 1 goal in 5 matches. Just goes to show that, you know, we have played him in pretty much every match that we've wanted to play him in. And unfortunately Preston North End are going to get their second goal, but thankfully it's 4-2, not 3-2, because if it was going to be 3-2, that was going to be some squeaky bum time, and that was going to be a lot of trying to hold possession. And you know, in the end, we did hold a lot of possession, and Danny Ward is going to do his infamous goal kick of kicking it out for a throw-in, as we like to make fun of him for. But yeah, it's going to finish Ipswich Town 4, Preston North End 2. Now into the third game for this episode against Luton away. What can go wrong here? Hopefully it can't be as bad as the Carabao Cup. Obviously we did change up a lot of players for that, so we are now going to put our starting 11 in just to try and keep them really nice and fresh, and hopefully perform much better than our actual second team would do. Obviously Connor Chaplin, being a cam, he's fighting for the ball, just like give me it, I want the ball, and he does win it in the end, which is really good. Now we're just going to keep possession here from kickoff. May I say, we won the ball back, and we're just going to play it around really nicely, keep possession. Christensen finds Chaplin, finds Bowden. Bowden has a shot, gets blocked, but then comes back as far as Kamara. Kamara plays it into Chaplin. Chaplin sees the opening of the goal, only can find the good save of the keeper, but then it comes straight out into a corner, but they can't make much of it. Kamara on the edge has a shot, a bit hopeful there. Christensen plays it into Greaves. Greaves, is he going to find anyone? Yes, you find Wolfton. Wolfton, is he going to find Kamara? Yeah, he's just standing around waiting there. Finds Harris. Harris turns, finds Chaplin. Chaplin shoots and he scores. What a great passage of play that was. I mean, I'd love to watch that over and over again and just keep playing that. But 10 minutes in, we've had pretty much 90% possession of this ball, and it goes to show that, you know, with possession does come goals if you do play it right. And, you know, hopefully we can get another one here. Kamara playing the possession game, well, not playing the possession game, wins the header as much as he can, or makes it a nuisance to win it anyway. But look at this, Morris in the attack. Greaves coming over, tries to slide it, but unfortunately Morris finds the back of the net. I would have hoped for more from that slide tackle, just to try and get it blocked, but unfortunately the animations didn't really play us that well there. Look at that, Wolfton just gives the ball away really in a stupid position, and invites Luton Town on the counter attack, because Wolfton being a centre back, that just, yeah, messes everything up. Now we're just going to make a few substitutes, obviously bringing in Dower on for Wolfton for making that silly mistake, bringing Daniel Lane on for Connor Chaplin just to bring a bit deeper. Obviously Knight and Tanner coming on as well, going on for Kamara, so we have made quite a fair few substitutions just to try and make this game something to win. But obviously 82 minutes in, hopefully one of the last attacks should be Daniel Lane puts it into Lucas, who we have brought on as well. Lucas finds Bowden. Bowden finds the back of the net. Thank God we're getting a point against Luton. I mean, 85 minutes, or 5 minutes to go at least, gets the point for us. But then look at this, Luton on the last attack, and that should have been offsides, and I believe that was offside, because the only reason why it blows the whistle in that situation is if the player was offside. And unfortunately it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I mean, that's as much as we can hope for really. I didn't really expect the win, but here we go, new signing. We have sold Dominic Ball as well. We brought in a younger centre-back of Ajbule Alise from Sunderland, coming up from League One. It's like 66 rated, but yeah, it's hopefully he can mature and become a much better defender. He does have some good pace as well, which is what you love to see. And now playing at Southampton in their 4-2-3-1 formation, which is the first time we've actually come up against this formation, if I must be honest. I believe, I don't think I've ever come across it before. And Will Greaves carrying the ball, plays it into Tanner, and there is some things to note here. We have had a international duty season for 3 of our players. We've had Danny Ward, Wes Burns, and I can't remember who it was, but if you've spotted it in the lineup, then obviously you probably know who it was. I think it was one of our defenders, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we've put Walton back in goal, which I was kind of not wanting to do against Southampton, but yeah, he made a good save. He forced the ball out there, and obviously nothing came off the corner. And Daniel Lane coming on the pitch here, running the ball up. He's got tons of space. Finds the nice ball to Harris. Harris, unfortunately, doesn't find the back of the net. I mean, this is what I expect from Harris, just finding the back of the net all the time, and you know, he doesn't do that, unfortunately. And yeah, we're trying to keep Southampton out here, and Will Greaves. I can't. Yeah, that's not his name. It's Jacob Greaves. I'm pretty sure. I keep getting his name on. I'm just going to say Greaves. Yeah, runs over the ball and doesn't pick it up from the attacker. Not sure why, but that's probably just another FIFA thing, unfortunately. Obviously playing some really nice possession around Southampton's edge of the box, and a bit questionable keeping from the Southampton keeper as Bowden finds the back of the net, puts it straight past him. And yeah, really didn't see that coming. Finding the winner, hopefully, but no, we're only 47 minutes into the game here for the last game of the episode, and Southampton are on the attack. Walton makes a really good save at the front post, and he must be thinking, come on, I'm saving these shots that probably Danny Ward might not have saved. Danny Ward probably would have saved that shot though. As Southampton get the equaliser. I think that's like 50 minutes in or something like that. Can't remember, but yeah, we're obviously going to bring on some substitutions here. Bring on strikers, yeah, a few central midfielders. Going to bring on Penny for the left wing back, because obviously Davis was getting a bit too tired. And also, I believe, who was that? Oh my god, I forgot his name now. See, Christensen finds Lucas and he finds the back of the net, and thankfully he was onside. We're going to make it 3-2. Harper, that's the one, we brought Harper on as well. Lucas brings us in front, which is what we love to see. Hopefully we can hold Southampton at bay, but this does look very suspect with Armstrong coming up here. Walton with a very, very good save, trying to prove a point, trying to get into the starting lineup. But when you pay at least, I don't know, I can't remember how many millions it was for Danny Ward, you're going to have to keep playing Danny Ward because he's the better keeper after all. And we do get the 3 points at Portman Road against Southampton, which I was not expecting to do. I haven't lost just yet. 5 wins, 2 draws and 17 points. Almost getting caught up. The next game will be Cardiff, Stoke, Swansea and Birmingham City. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I'd like to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.